The Department of Justice, led by a Trump appointee of the same political party, is not investigating Congressman Donalds for political reasons. They are investigating him because there is credible evidence that he committed a very serious crime.
So if the Department of Justice is investigating Byron, a man who Trump had to endorse not once, not twice, but 3 times. He had to give you the push 3 times, Byron. 3 times. And his Department of Justice is investigating you. I don't know. You might be getting that Mark Robinson dog.
God, when something happens, oh my God.
Hey, they giving you that old Winsome Sears.
Speaking, I am speaking.
Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video, and salute to everybody supporting the channel over at thepeoplesgetup.com. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled. Hey, Byron, what you do?
Oh, here we go again.
From James Fishback, tomorrow at 2 p.m., I'll host a press conference in Tallahassee on an urgent matter concerning U.S. Congressman Byron Donalds. Okay, now I know about that. Because that lady's pressing charges against his boy, you know, because Byron and his boy running up on the white ladies at the grocery store. I heard about that. Trump-backed Florida governor candidate Byron Donalds accused of cornering woman in grocery store and threatening to crush her. Threatening to crush her? What, you was gonna sit on her? Byron, you cornering women in the grocery? What, you thought you was at home? What's happening? You running up on them ladies at the grocery store? You running up on them ladies at the grocery store like a price check. Like the person with that little price check machine. You worse than the kids with that little cart behind the ladies at the grocery store. Why don't you give them some space, Byron? Oh, that wasn't it? It's something else? Byron, what you do? You still Beijing? You stole some Beijing? That's why they keep them behind. That's why they keep them locked away. You the reason. Hey, Byron, what's up with this picture of you they got in the article? Well, if you didn't steal no Beijing, you probably need to, because you could use some work around the bottom. Byron, did you steal any of them bottles of syrup from Cracker Barrel? You know they keep count of those.
I think the new logo sucks. I don't even understand it. I saw some of the new renovations. It looks like it came out of somebody's Pinterest account. It doesn't make any sense. I saw last night they started changing the menu. Cracker Barrel Old Country Store is a staple of America. Yes. Everybody goes there when they're on the highway to go get some good breakfast. Hash brown casserole is amazing. Trust me, I served so much of it when I was in college. People just want to go eat great food and enjoy, just store. It's very and to simple. Change that, because you think you need to do something new, I think they're going to find out it's not going to work. Look, right. Bob Evans has great breakfast, but Bob Evans and Cracker Barrel are 2 different stores. Okay. Just let Cracker Barrel be Cracker Barrel. Bring back Uncle Herschel.
I love it, Byron Donalds.
Wait a minute. Is it polygamy? Did his quickie divorce didn't go through? Something happened with the check that came from an ex-wife. It didn't go through. So is it polygamy? Is that it? At some point, Hall became aware that Donalds was dating a FSU student named Erika Donalds, who hailed from the upscale coastal city of Naples in Southwest Florida. While Hall knew about Erika, she said Erika had no idea that Hall was Donalds' wife. Quote, he told her I was a friend and I would pet sit their cat. So they brought the cat over, and that's how I found out I was allergic to cats. The relationship was serious, but Hall said sometime around Christmas 2002, Donalds came to her with a startling proposition. He wanted to rekindle their relationship. He said, Erika and I have split up, and I want to give it another chance. I want my wife back. But a short time later, after he made a short trip to Naples, Donalds did another sharp U-turn, telling Hall they needed a divorce as soon as possible. Long story short, turned out Erika was pregnant and they had to hurry up and get married. Oh boy, nothing like a whole shotgun wedding and finding out after the fact that it was in fact a shotgun wedding. but needed a divorce to precipitate the shotgun wedding. I know. He pretending to be Jamaican again, ain't he? He pretending to be Jamaican again. Now, cause track season heating up. Now's the time for it. You ain't slick, Byron. When Bisa Hall met fellow Florida A&M University freshman Byron Donalds on campus in 1996, she believed the future congressman and Donald Trump VP shortlister was from another country. Quote, he told me he was from Jamaica and he had a Jamaican accent and he was cute. Then the next time I saw him, the Jamaican accent was gone and he said he was from New York. Now, a lot of us like to reinvent ourselves when we decide to go to college or just when we go out of town in general. But a whole accent that you clearly weren't very committed to. I mean, what, you thought you would just give it 2 weeks, 3 weeks and then drop it? Yeah, I'm gonna get the Jamaican accent just to do the introduction. But then, after that first date, then I'm good. I'll just go back to talking like Crown Heights. Exclusive. Byron Donalds voted in the 2000 presidential election while serving felony probation and registered as a Democrat. On October 16, 2000, Donalds was sentenced after pleading no contest to a second-degree bank fraud felony charge in Florida. 3 weeks later, on November 7, 2000, he voted in the presidential election in a state decided by 537 votes. Hey. And I bet he wasn't the only one. Ain't that right, Trump? Ain't that right, Trump? Rampant voter fraud. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Huh? Maybe 2000 is something we ought to look into. Can I get my time back under W? Can I get my time back? Asking for a country.
Reclaiming my time. Mr. Secretary, the time.
Voter fraud is utterly disqualifying, but this is not what my press conference is about tomorrow. Man, that's like getting in trouble in the car on your way home with your report card and your book bag that got D's on it. You got in trouble on your way to trouble. Byron. And that ain't it.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Listen to the parents who were screwed by Erika Donalds.
Never, ever put my child in this school now.
Kathleen Satola walked us up to what was supposed to be Optima Classical Academy in Fort Myers.
Empty.
279 students enrolled for the 2024 school year, including Satola's 9-year-old grandson, Landon. She is his legal guardian.
Regarding gender and race, I want him to be able to make up his own mind.
You felt that Optima would be less woke?
Yes.
But in May of 2024, Satola received this email saying Optima would not open as planned. It cited economic challenges and lingering instability from Hurricane Ian 2 years earlier.
What was going through your mind?
What am I going to do? I had told the current school he wasn't coming back. Where was I going to put my child?
That email came from Erika Donalds, Optima's chief executive.
My biggest success in business is providing the education options that I dreamed of for other families.
Donalds, a leading voice for school choice, is the wife of Florida Congressman Byron Donalds. He's the Republican frontrunner in next year's Florida's gubernatorial race.
I knew there were so many families out there that were desperate for this option.
Before the school in Fort Myers, she had launched 4 other classical charter schools across Florida. Our CBS News investigation looked into the tax filings for those 4 Optima-run schools. Between 2020 and 2023, they paid roughly 30% of the government funding they received, totaling about $35 million to outside firms that Optima said offered good prices on payroll, IT, and other back-office services. It was eventually disclosed Erika Donalds held a stake in 2 of those firms, each worth more than $1 million.
Byron, I can tell you this right now. You don't want it with the mothers. You don't want it with no parents, period. Because I done seen them fight at the Pee Wee games. I done seen the way they get it in at the Little League and the Pop Warner Pee Wee games. The AAU parents. I done seen the way they get into it. You don't want it with the parents. You don't want it with the parents. And don't let them get on the internet now that they got AI. It's no telling what they can make.
She take my money when I'm in need.
Erika Donalds received $35 million in public funds through a Delaware shell company for a school with only 87 students. How is this legal? I told you. I told you. I warned you about that. I warned you about that. That's not it either. Byron, they hitting you from all sides like Alonzo in training day.
You think you can do this to me?
Good afternoon, everyone. As I alluded last Thursday, a government whistleblower approached my campaign with a disturbing pattern of evidence implicating Congressman Donalds. I want to say right at the outset, this is the first conference I have ever done that has never had any campaign signature, because this is not a political event. Let me directly say, this is the first and last time I will talk about this, because what I am discussing today is not political. What I am discussing today is about informing the voters of Florida about something that they deserve to know about an elected representative. With that said, I've directed my campaign from here on out to not run any ads, to not promote what I'm going to discuss today in any way, shape, or form. Because once again, this is not political. This is about transparency.
James Fishback, why you out here lying, man? Come on, why you out here lying, man? Come on, dog. Hey, I'm just doing this for the good of the people of this good state. It's just a coincidence I'm running against him in the primary. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't. Nah. It's just, we will never mention this again. Hey, let you come up short as we get closer to election day. I think some ads might pop up. Who said that? Huh? That's crazy.
On July 21st, 2026, NBC News reported that Republican Florida Congressman Corey Mills was under criminal investigation by the Department of Justice.
Hey, Byron, ain't that your boy? Ain't that your boy? Uh-huh. Now, I'm not even talking about Trump. That's bad enough that that's your boy, but, huh? They hitting you from both sides, ain't it?
Like virtually every federal investigation, this one began with a single suspect and quickly spread to include others. This government whistleblower who approached my campaign has confirmed that this investigation has now expanded to include U.S. Congressman Byron Donalds.
Hey, my mama always told me, you are who you hang with. You are who you hang with. You know, that's why you don't hang out down there. That's why you don't hang out down there. Hey, the good people done told you, stay away from them MAGA circles. You know what I mean? Stay away from them GOP MAGA circles. That's why you don't hang around that element. You know what I mean? It's something rotten in the culture. We've been through that.
Who, along with Corey Mills, is under investigation for federal sex trafficking.
Federal what now? No, we way past Beijing and Cracker Barrel with this one. I can't even look at you over there, Byron. I can't even do it.
Federal prosecutors are investigating two dates in question: May 17th, 2024, and November 19th, 2024. Dates when Congressman Mills and Donalds are said to have traveled to the MGM National Harbor, a luxury hotel resort in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
James Fishback, don't bring Prince George's County in this. Don't bring Prince George's County in this. We didn't have nothing to do with that. You leave Oxon Hill out of this. And you leave the MGM out of this too. Although I have heard about that.
Where prosecutors believe that both Mills and Donalds solicited, procured, and paid women for sexual acts. Federal prosecutors are in the final stages of this investigation and will soon charge both men under Title 18 of the U.S. Code, Section 1952, a felony that carries a conviction of 5 years in prison.
5 years worth? 5 years worth, though? What was y'all doing? You could have hired them to play for the Commanders for 5 years worth.
In the coming hours, Byron Donalds will call this investigation a political attack. It's not. The Department of Justice, led by a Trump appointee of the same political party, is not investigating Congressman Donalds for political reasons. They are investigating him because there is credible evidence that he committed a very serious crime.
Okay, now he cooking on that one. He cooking on that one because he said Department of Justice. He said Department of Justice. Now we know just how politicized literally every federal agency is as we sit here today. So if the Department of Justice is investigating Byron, a man who Trump had to endorse not once, not twice, but 3 times. He had to give you the push 3 times, Byron. 3 times. And his Department of Justice is investigating you. I don't know. You might be getting that Mark Robinson dog.
God, when something happens, oh my God.
Hey, they giving you that old Winsome Sears. Hey, you getting the Amir Hassan. That's what you getting. I know that when I see it.
Byron Donalds, Florida. Wow, that's nice to have you here. That's good. That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good.
My campaign from the beginning has not been about running against Congressman Donalds. It has been about running for the people of my state.
Now, James Fishback, there you go again with the lies. There you go again. Hey, ain't this you that called in? Ain't this you that called in when he was doing an appearance under a fake name? Well, I'm not running against Byron Donalds. What was all that? Huh? We know what it is. Just put it out there.
We've got a call from Thomas in Jacksonville. Good morning, Thomas. Go ahead.
Well, good morning, Ann. Good morning, Congressman Donalds. Happy first day of early voting. Congressman Donalds, you claim to be a staunch advocate of school choice. I just want to ask how you're going to hold charter schools accountable in the rare but serious cases when they defraud parents, investors, and taxpayers, namely Optima Classical Academy, which you and your wife abruptly shut down and left hundreds of students scrambling. I thank you for that question. Again, this is James Thomas Fishback.
Here we go. On July 31st, 2026, NBC News reported that Republican Florida Congressman Corey Mills was under investigation by the Department of Justice. And here we get the very letter from the DOJ. Now they got text messages. Corey Mills, I went to just Byron and I hit me. Corey Mills, you kept the messages? He kept the messages? I bet he probably kept the photos with Byron. Oh, there it is. There it is. Had a feeling Mills was involved. Where there's smoke, there's usually fire. I would also say where there is MAGA, there is a secret life. There is deception. Whether it's on the down low or whether it's crossing legal and moral ground. So these are women and these were of age. That actually helps y'all brand. That's how bad it is right now. This helps y'all brand. That's crazy, I know.
So true.
No doubt Byron Donalds is the scum of the earth, but this is a nothing burger compared to what James was selling. Just makes him look like fake Vivek Fishback. He has nothing officially stating he's under investigation or was charged under felony, as Vivek Fishback was alluding. And this is weak. Oh, wow, he bought a hooker. James Fishback's message is way stronger than, hey, look, he bought a hooker. We know for a fact that DJT bought hookers all the time, and we still voted for them. LOL. I told y'all your brain was in the toilet. I told you. And look at it. And we still voted for him. I told you. I told you. Now, James Fishback, real quick. Now, explain why you're sharing a stage with people in November who say not advisable for white and black Christians to marry, accuse minority groups of having a lower IQ, and blame Jews for everything else. Why associate with them? Votes matter more than morality? You know, if you wanted us to take you seriously, like this was 100, maybe the overt racism, you could have pulled that back a little bit. A little bit. Matter of fact, don't you have a weird charge too? Don't you have a weird charge too that led to that lynching comment? That was you, wasn't it?
I don't.
So, Mr. Fishback, what's with you smashing a 16 or 17-year-old? Can you answer about what's going on with that?
What are you talking about?
All right, so there's like a girl named Kenya Ford.
Have you spoken to her?
I have not talked to her.
Where'd you go talk to her?
I haven't talked to a single Epstein victim either. I've never talked to Kanye West, but I know he's a real person too. Never talked to Trump, I know he's a real person.
Sure.
So tell me about Kenya Ford, bro. Why is she
tell me, what's
saying
the
that you guys
accusation?
slept together when she was 17 and you were 27?
When did she say that?
She said it in court, apparently.
In court?
In court, yeah.
I'm glad it was in
Before
court.
you ran for office.
I'm glad it was in court. What happened? What did the judge say at the end of that court? He dismissed that. It was 7 hours of testimony. You should know that when
it was
something
about
goes
cyber
to court,
stalking, not about smashing when she was a minor. Hey, bro,
you want to listen?
Hey,
bro.
Why is he not answering the question, bro?
I'm happy to answer the question, dude.
Did you smash? Was it missionary? Back shots? What was it?
Listen, I don't want you ever speaking about women in our state like that ever again.
I mean, I don't want you ever smashing girls, teenage girls, in our state ever again. So promise me, never smash a minor again?
Why haven't I been arrested?
I don't know.
Why haven't I been arrested?
I don't know.
You should
Why
be
hasn't
lynched.
Trump been?
You should be lynched.
So James Fishback, I'm trying to figure out what the there is. You know what I mean? You out here sounding like Elon Musk accusing somebody of being in the Epstein files.
Say, hold up, wait a minute.
We're the only campaign that could beat the Democrat in the general election. Huh. Now, why would you say that, James Fishback?
This group of Tampa Bay young Republicans wasn't entirely a friendly crowd for gubernatorial frontrunner Byron Donalds. Some here aren't sure he's the one to carry on Ron DeSantis's conservative legacy.
Me personally, I don't think he's that guy. I think my generation doesn't think he's that guy. And I will say, I'm not just going to trash it. I think he's a good guy at the end of the day, and I do respect the fact that he knows, I think he's not stupid. I think he knows that he's underwater with young conservatives, and I think he knows that. I give him the respect that he showed up here tonight.
Some in this crowd were clearly displaying their preference for James Fishback, and Donalds laid out the stakes to this group if they don't unite behind him after the primary.
To be blunt, if we don't get our way in a primary, are we then just going to take our ball and go home? Because the only people who believe that that's great are David Jolly and the Democrats.
So did Donalds make the case to these young conservative men who are drawn to Fishback?
The problem is people that would vote for Fishback, they might not vote for Byron Donalds, and that might screw him over in the general election against David Jolly. That's why I'm concerned. If Byron does get in, we might see a Democrat governor here in Florida.
That possibility is why Donalds is trying to bring young Republican men back to the fold.
Now that's weird. Now, people that voted for James Fishback might not vote for Byron Donalds. Now, Byron, why would that be? I mean, both of y'all Republicans, right? Huh? I'm trying to figure out why that would be. Byron, realizing in real time that the GOP is full of racists, aren't going to vote for a black man despite Trump's endorsement. Amir Hassan lost to a white man who dropped out of the race is proof. Byron, you ready to talk about it? Huh? You ready? Are you ready to address this? Because I've been bringing this to you for a couple years now, and at no point have you been ready to address this. I feel like on the precipice of the primary would be a pretty good time. But you know what? While you're sitting there, let's see what the white nationalists got to say about this.
But wait, there's more.
From Joel Webbin, this is serious. The GOP cannot simply ignore this. You know? Donald Trump's GOP can't ignore this. You can't. Hey, the Elon Musk GOP machine, headed by Donald Trump, can't ignore this. Y'all can't ignore this.
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over 50,000.
The administration of Donald Trump, Howard Lutnick, John Phelan, Steve Bannon, and Kevin Warsh can't just ignore this. They can't.
We're having the most successful 8 months of any president ever. And that's what I want to talk about. That's what we should be talking about, not the Epstein hoax.
From Dale Partridge, thank you for your courage. I'm praying for you regularly, brother. Stand strong. Let's save this nation in the name of Christ. Now, I know it's funny. I know it's funny that he thanked James Fishback for his courage. But you got to keep in mind, this the same Dale Partridge that said he's just a regular guy from the 1800s. He's just a regular guy from the 1800s. This is the same guy that was mad at colonialism during the World Cup because it was too much brown on his screen. I guess apparently he had a black and white TV and it was just messing everything up that it was so many brown people for countries he assumed were all white. Thank you for your courage, James Fishback. Byron, that's your base. That's your base. And Black Maga, feel free to address this. Here we go from Black Maga Jordan Wells. Stop calling Byron Donalds a felon. You're either lying or you can't read. He was 18 and barely 21 when he made a couple of dumb mistakes as a kid. Quarter century of clean life since. That's not a felon. That's a redemption story. The smear merchants know this and push the felon line anyway. Pure political trash. And the Christians waving forgiveness and mercy while still dragging those teenage mistakes. You're embarrassing yourselves. Peter denied Jesus, Paul hunted Christians, David did way worse, yet somehow Byron's expunged youthful screw-ups are unforgivable. Apply the gospel you preach or stop quoting it. Youthful mistakes, second chance, deal with it. Now let me ask you, is it also a smear when they do this to disqualify people on the left for literally anything while refusing to come to grips with the rampant immorality walking around in red hats? Is that still a smear too? Is that, or is it okay then? Is it okay? I'm trying to, so we talk, you know what I mean? So we talk, I'm trying to help me with that one. And by the way, they lighten you up in the comments too.
They're about to drag you in these comments.
The GOP is attempting to shove this incompetent, lazy ass, corrupt as hell POS down our throats. We need to loudly say, hell no. He's been bought and paid for, and Florida will pay the price. Scratch that. Florida citizens will pay the price. Did you say incompetent and lazy? Incompetent and lazy? I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. But let me ask you: are you a Trump voter? You a Trump voter? Yeah. Incompetent and lazy. I wonder what the difference is. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Huh? You tell me.
I am the chosen one.
Breaking, James Fishback reveals Byron Donalds is under investigation for allegedly eating Lindsey Graham. Now y'all going too far. Now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. And what you mean by eat Lindsey Graham? Huh? You gotta be more specific with that one. Is that looped in with what happened at MGM? I need to know. I need to know. Byron, good luck with that, man. I don't know. Hey, you know what you can tell Erika, though? You know what you can tell Erika? How you get him is how you lose him. Huh? She knew how you rolled when you was married. She knew how you rolled. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. What'd you say, James Fishback? You said never simp.
I love you.
True.
It is true. I'm gonna go get some water. I love you.
True.
It is true. I'm gonna go get some water.
Byron. Byron, this is the rare case where literally everybody looks terrible. Everybody, you look terrible. Erika looks terrible. Corey Mills looks terrible. James Fishback looks terrible. All the people hyping this look terrible. And now you done got James Fishback girl looking terrible. Florida. Y'all out here looking like Ohio. What's happening? Hey, Byron. Byron, you know how to get in touch with Uncle Luke? You know how to get in touch with Uncle Luke? He can probably help you get back on your feet. He's doing much better than you have been, if we're being honest. Who knew Uncle Luke had this much talent for politics? That's what you need in your camp.
He's right, you know.
And if you had that in your camp, you wouldn't have been down to MGM neither.